Pasco School District already gearing up for the next school year with a big new transportation center. Coming up, we'll hear one change that'll be the first of its kind in the Tri-Cities.
The heat keeps building towards our weekend with sunshine dominating our areas. I'll get you prepared. My first alert forecast.
And an emotional day in court celebrating people who are making changes for the better. That's coming up.
Now, KAPP local news at 5.
Good evening. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. Well, we are just hours from the end of COVID-19 restrictions at the U.S.-Mexico border. Immigration authorities have said that doesn't mean the border is now open.
In fact, changes that will happen at 11:59 tonight actually mean more restrictions for some people. ABC's Morgan Norwood is tracking this developing situation at the border.
Hundreds of migrants continue to show up here at the border right behind me. In fact, they're getting on these buses here, and there's a sense of urgency now with many lining up to be processed as Title 42 is set to expire and the new immigration rules take effect. Title 42, the COVID-era health policy that allowed U.S. officials to quickly expel most migrants at the border without allowing asylum claims, will end just before midnight tonight. President Biden says it's going to be chaotic at the border for a while.
The purpose of what we're doing now is making legal immigration more streamlined and moving in the direction that people know that there's a legal way to get here and not a legal way.
For months, officials were worried there would be a spike in migrants at the border as Title 42 expired, but now they say that surge is already here. Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz saying the increase that we have seen in the last 5 to 7 days was really the surge after May 11th. I don't expect us to have the 17 to 18,000 crossings per day some people predicted. As that controversial border policy ends, new rules for asylum seekers. Some migrants will be required to have applied for and been denied asylum in another country before being allowed to apply here in the U.S. Anyone removed can face at least a 5-year ban from the country. DHS says 1.4 million people have already been sent back in the past year.
I want to be very clear. Our borders are not open. People who cross our border unlawfully and without a legal basis to remain will be promptly processed and removed.
Aid workers say while some migrants are aware of the changing policies, many are not.
They're risking everything to come to the United States because they cannot be in their home country.
And U.S. Border Patrol says they have close to 27,000 people in custody as of Wednesday, with more than half of their 9 facilities along the southwest border over capacity, which is why they are focusing in on transportation, taking migrants to less strained sectors and facilities. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, El Paso, Texas.
Well, of course, we'll be tracking that more as things develop.
Yes.
We have to talk about our local weather. It suddenly got really hot out there.
It is going to be getting even hotter, so just get ready. What you see is what you're going to get. Just add about 10 degrees.
10. That's
from
wow.
today into our weekend. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful conditions, folks, and they are going to continue. My goodness, just almost pure sunshine out there, pure blue sky, and we expect even more sunshine tomorrow. More or less clear skies, and even the little bits of shower activity in the Blues and the Cascades, those are moving on out, and we're going to have perfect traveling weather for this Mother's Day weekend as well. So if your mom lives out of town or mom's coming here, it's going to be great. 77 right now in Yakima, and again, winds not showing too much push this evening, and 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. So we do expect to see mid to upper 80s for your Friday, and then upper 80s to lower 90s for your weekend. And that's going to persist, Alyssa, into our next work week. So warm conditions are finally here. If you've been waiting for it, your answers have been prayed, your prayers have been answered. One of those things. Folks, all of your first alert forecasts coming right up.
Well, tonight the faculty union at Yakima Valley College says they have no confidence in the college's president. They're claiming concerns of transparency and inability to report harassment. The union says it's been trying to talk with President Dr. Kaminsky and the Board of Trustees, but they say this hasn't gone anywhere. They're also upset about the college's closure of the BA teacher program, education program, without warning. But the college spokesperson says the program is simply under review. It's not actually being closed. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from the union and a statement from the college on what their next steps are.
Today, Pasco opened a new transportation center named in honor of the school bus driver who lost his life in an attack nearly 2 years ago. The Richard L. Lenhart Transportation Center is a co-op between the Pasco and Findlay School District transportation departments. It will handle maintenance and operations for more than 200 buses and has charging stations and the electric school buses Pasco is planning to add this fall.
Within the next week or so, we should be receiving our 3 electric buses that we got on a grant. So Pasco School District is going to be the first in the Tri-Cities to have electric buses, so that would be cool. You guys can come out and check those out once we get them. We already got the infrastructure in for the chargers, so that'll be neat.
Funding for the new facility came from bonds that voters approved in 2017. Well, in an update this morning, Governor Inslee signed a new law changing the rules about what happens when a battery is all used up. Starting in 2027, businesses that sell batteries or anything with batteries in it will have to be part of a battery stewardship organization. The goal is to make it easier to recycle batteries since they need special handling and shouldn't go in the trash or into the regular recycling bin. Well, tomorrow, President Biden and top lawmakers in Congress are set to meet again as they try to avert a government default.
They already met face-to-face on Tuesday, but they didn't come up with an agreement. Congress has to raise the debt ceiling so that the government can keep paying its bills. The question is what that will look like. Democrats want what they call a clean bill, which raises the limit without any stipulations. Republicans want to use this must-pass legislation to accomplish some budget goals, like spending cuts. Meanwhile, the head of the Treasury and the head of the military are both saying Congress needs to do something and fast.
What it would mean realistically for us is that we won't, in some cases, be able to pay our troops with any degree of predictability.
The notion of defaulting on our debt is something that would so badly undermine the U.S. and global economy that I think it should be regarded by everyone as unthinkable.
The Treasury Secretary says the United States could run out of money in as little as 3 weeks. Looking locally tonight, it was another packed day at Superior Courtroom E as friends and family celebrated adult drug court graduates.
3 people had the opportunity to graduate today after going through the 15 months long program. One of the biggest accomplishments is the opportunity to shred drug charges at the ceremony. Family members or loved ones have an opportunity to speak at the celebration, letting their graduate know how much it means to see them succeed.
My grandma said it best. People know how much of a joy you are. And we kind of lost that there for a while. But I'll tell you what, it's been really nice the last few years, or the last year or so. It's been a real joy. I was excited when you came to visit me up in Republic. And we got to go do those things and then hanging out with you down here. So I'm really glad that we can have the joy back. And I can't wait to ride it out. So I love you, Mom. Congratulations.
Completion of adult drug court requires participants to remain sober and have a support system that's involved in the recovery and intensive treatment.
A local car dealership making a major donation today to help a worthy cause. This morning, McCurley Subaru in Pasco presented a $42,000 check to Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels. That organization ensures seniors in our community receive something to eat on a consistent basis. Meals on Wheels says today's donation goes a long way in accomplishing its mission.
Absolutely, and it really helps us bridge that gap between what we're going to be needing to fundraise throughout the year to maintain, so we do not have to put anybody on a wait list or anything like that.
When I was new to the community, I was able to go for my first ride-along, and I didn't really understand what Meals on Wheels was until I was able to participate in that. It was an absolutely beautiful experience. I got to go into parts of the community that I hadn't seen before.
McCurley Subaru says it's been supporting Meals on Wheels for a decade and plans to continue to do so.
Well, Tri-City soccer mom is the owner of a brand new Nissan, and she only happened to spend $20 to make it happen. Erin Niveton bought a $20 raffle ticket, all in an effort to raise money for the Tri-City Youth Soccer Association. All money goes towards scholarships for students who can't afford the program, taking care of the soccer fields and even installing lighting so games can start later in the day or the year. Bill and Debbie Nissan of Pasco partners with the Bill and Debbie Nissan of Pasco partners with the Soccer Association, offering up a brand new car to help raise money and help youth in our communities.
And they teach the children important things, not just how to play soccer, but how important it is to be healthy. and take care of your body and make good choices. They learn self-esteem and motivation and teamwork and giving back to the community themselves.
The organization says Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan returns 10% of their proceeds every year back to the community. Excellent.
Hard to believe we're getting into sports season.
We certainly are, and a lot of sports are going on tonight. And folks, a lot of excitement going on tonight. Let's take a look outside. It is going to be a beautiful evening. I believe the Dust Devils are in town tonight. All of your first alert forecast coming up next.
And still ahead, pork producers are warning the price of bacon could be going up in the near future because of a decision at the Supreme Court. We'll explain what happened next on KAPP Local News at 5.
It's time to get the tax break you deserve this week at Walker's Furniture, as they offer a double discount with 18% off. Or no minimum purchase, no money down, 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
There's no better time to freshen up your living room, dine in style, or get that bedroom set you've always wanted. Plus, get a double discount or 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walker's.
I want to be smarter with my spending now. And that's what we're here for.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
Oh my gosh, Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, hustling in for the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu? Oh, 5 iconic flavors here for a limited time, like new peanut butter puppy chow.
Wow.
And s'mores is back.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow is right.
Hey guys.
Whoa.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Hustle in before it's gone.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Stan, who is that?
Okay, Roy. I went to the basement, found a weird portal, went through, found myself in a prehistoric valley, talked to a couple dinos, told them about Triple Play. They wanted to check it out. Here we are.
Wow!
Hi, Roy.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She'll leave whenever we're ready.
I'm ready.
North Idaho's amazing Clark Fork River Delta. KAPP Local News at 6, Tuesday.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, an update tonight. The Supreme Court has upheld California's law requiring more space for pigs.
Now, this has been somewhat controversial. California passed a law in 2018 saying that all pork products sold in the state have to come from farms with certain animal welfare practices that are higher than the national standard. The problem is there aren't actually very many pig farms in the Golden State. Most of them are in the Midwest and the South, and pork producers sued, saying California is effectively making laws for other states that they say will cost the industry hundreds of millions of dollars. That could in turn make everything from bacon to barbecue more expensive. But the Supreme Court opinion says there's no federal law that would overrule California in this case, so the justices dismissed it.
A big change to blood donation rules in the United States. The FDA has now finalized recommendations that will allow more gay and bisexual men to donate blood. Going forward, the FDA says everyone should answer screening questions designed to check your individual risk of having HIV based on several factors that do not include your sexuality. If you have ever tested positive for HIV and if you're taking medication to prevent HIV, you will still be barred from donating blood for at least 3 months after your last dose.
The CDC published a new report today saying there are some encouraging signs about children and teens' mental health. but we still have a long way to go. Researchers have been tracking ER visits related to mental health issues, including drug overdoses and suicide-related behaviors. They found those visits decreased a bit last fall compared to the year before, but the CDC says the numbers are still much higher than they were before the pandemic, showing that poor mental health is still a substantial concern.
It's not just children and teens. The American Psychological Association says stress and burnout rates are at an all-time high.
Well, now researchers are saying offering your employees more time off could be what it takes to make them more productive. Burnout can decrease productivity, increase employee turnover, and damage workplace culture. Burnout can also lead to chronic fatigue, brain fog, lack of focus, and difficulty sleeping. It may seem counterintuitive, but increased vacation time could be an answer that benefits both business owners and staff. Researchers from Harvard University found that increased vacation time can help reduce feelings of burnout in the workplace. An extended period of time off can allow employees to recharge and return to work with gratitude and renewed motivation. While working from home has become more common, it still may not allow for the flexibility that some may need in order to live their lives more fully outside of work hours. Vacation time allows for a moment to regain appreciation for the workplace and to take a moment to recognize the benefits of our roles at our jobs, both financially and mentally.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. Oh, beautiful again today. Plenty of blue sky, and we're going to see even more blue skies. We head into Friday and into our weekend. Just gorgeous conditions on the way. We have a nice Thursday, very nice Thursday to continue. We have a nice Friday as well. More sun and heat and staying dry and hot. And we're going to keep that heat as we get into our next work week. So this heat, once it gets here, is not looking to go anywhere. It is going to be sticking with us. So let's get to our current temperatures right now. We're at 80 degrees, Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Other than that, mid to upper 70s. Most of our areas are starting to settle down, including our outlying areas. Ellensburg and Pendleton, they're starting to join the game as well. And we're going to see just increasingly warmer temperatures as we head into our weekend, especially for Mom on Sunday. So we're going to get pretty much where we're going to be getting tomorrow, mid to upper 80s, and then just a little warmer as we head into our next work week. Now we're a little off of where we're expecting. We're expecting for our weekend mid to lower 90s, but a low pressure system in Oregon just is a little bit stronger than expected. So we're just going to be seeing those upper 80s to lower 90s for most of our areas. So looking at our radar, we're seeing just the last vestiges of just a little bit of shower activity in the Cascades. Even what was going on in the Blues is gone. And we're going to be seeing mostly sunny to just plain old sunny conditions as we head into the next couple of days at least. Just beautiful conditions on the way. Our future cast, we are free and clear into tomorrow morning. And look at this, nary any clouds as we get into Saturday and most likely as we get into Sunday as well. Maybe just a hint of clouds, but folks, just beautiful conditions, and those are going to continue. So hope you're able to get outside and enjoy. But do remember, put on that sunscreen, make sure to hydrate with this very quick ramp up in temperature. It may be a little bit of a strain on your body, so just make sure you take some precautions. So winds, not much of a factor today, and we do expect to see winds picking up 10 to 15 mile per hour as we get into Saturday and Sunday, but other than that, looking nice. Well, after last week kind of being bad for golfers, it's looking beautiful for golfers as we're in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Plenty of sunshine, maybe a bit breezy for your Saturday and Sunday. But folks, if you're heading out to the links, this is a perfect weekend to do so. But again, double up on that sunscreen and hydration. Overnight tonight, lower 50s, upper 40s as we're slowly starting to warm up in our overnight period. Tomorrow for your Friday, the weekend is here. Ample sunshine, highs mid to lower 80s. Still seeing Ellensburg and Pendleton just a little bit behind the rest of our areas. So as we move into our next 7 days, all sunshine for the Tri-Cities, 90 by Sunday, and then even warmer as we get into our next work week as we slowly ramp up to mid 90s. And overnight lows after being in the 40s for the past couple of evenings. 50 tonight. We're going to be in the 60s by the time we get to Saturday late night into the rest of our next work week. So starting to warm up across the board. In the Yakima region, we're in those mid to upper 80s by Saturday and Sunday, and just slowly warming up also into our next work week. Also, keep an eye out for plenty of sunshine, especially through our weekend. But really in our next work week, we're not looking at any shower activity or really any breaks from that sun. Just a little bit of cloud coverage starting on Monday. So folks, a beautiful Friday is ahead and a beautiful Mother's Day as well. Just get ready for the heat to be on.
Thanks, Jason. And that beautiful spring weather means it is that time again. The Walla Walla Balloon Stampede is back. We got a bird's eye view of the valley, and we'll hear from one of the pilots coming up on KAPP Local News at 5.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
Tonight, Title 42 ends as Title 8 takes over. What it means for asylum seekers, plus the end of the federal COVID public health emergency. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. The team is back at the ballpark this week, Tuesday, May 9th through Sunday, the 14th. Friday, May 12th, it's school night and family feast thanks to Polish Homes. Throughout the game, enjoy $2 hot dogs, ice cream sandwiches, Coca-Cola products, and more. Come out Saturday, May 13th for post-game fireworks presented by Columbia Basin Hearing Center. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Having more than 5 sunburns doubles your risk of melanoma. If going out in the sun, use sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Learn more about skin cancer at yaktrynews.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Hey, tonight we're getting our first look at the Seattle Seahawks schedule for this season. Came out at just 22 minutes ago. Now we have Monday Night Football against the New York Giants, week 4. Early bye week though, week 5. We don't like that too much.
Okay.
But Thanksgiving night we have a home game against the San Francisco 49ers, and then a week following that, Thursday Night Football at the Dallas Cowboys, and then on New Year's Eve, a whole slate of football. The Steelers will be in Seattle. Oddly enough, no Sunday night games.
No Sunday night games, but I know you're going to be excited about the Steelers one. That's going to be a good game.
That will be. It's always fun when Pittsburgh comes to town. And again, a tough end of their season there. But in the bye week at 4 or at week 5, you really haven't gotten a lot of injuries by that time. You kind of like it later. But anyway, it should be fun. And again, they alternate. They make new Sunday games if some teams are not good later in the season, so maybe the Seahawks will get one of those.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that. Now, Adidas says it's going to try to sell more than $1 billion worth of Yeezy shoes. This after cutting ties with the rapper and fashion designer formerly known as Kanye West. Ye, as he's now known, came under fire for anti-Semitic comments last year, and Adidas decided against destroying the merchandise from their partnership. Instead, they're going to try to sell the shoes and then make a donation to organizations that have been hurt by Kanye's statement. Jason, no word yet on which organizations, how much that donation will be, or how much the shoes are going to cost.
Interesting. All right, well, they had the inventory, so they had to do it. All right, folks, we'll have a final look at weather after this.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Like it or not, evil followed me right there.
Tonight,
Could this doctor have ordered the murder of his ex-girlfriend's lover?
the deadly love triangle. This is Revenge, the 2020 special. Tonight at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Next ET, J-Lo's big night, and our exclusive behind the scenes of Ben Affleck's new movie.
My daughter was like, that actually looks kind of interesting. I thought the best review I could get.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KVEW.
Here's to the moms, mamas, and mumsies. They deserve the mother of all Mother's Day treats, a DQ cake. With layers of creamy, world-famous soft serve, and a delicious fudge and crunch center. Conveniently customizable and ready for pickup from the DQ freezer. So grab yours. And let's raise our red spoons to a cake as sweet as she is. Aw. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom-crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new 15-foot Alaskan DLX boat. Play Wednesdays and multiply your entries. Use your club wild card and earn points and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Luxurious Karastan carpets are just the footing you need to live beautifully. And now, during National Karastan Month, you can save beautifully. Use your exclusive rebate to receive up to $1,000 back on select styles of Karastan carpets and the flawless craftsmanship of Lux Craft hard surface flooring. Live beautifully, save beautifully with Karastan at Floor and Home by Carpet One.
Come see us at Floor and Home. Let us help create your space.
Welcome back, and just bask in the sight for a moment. The 2023 Walla Walla Balloon Stampede lifted up from Walla Walla this morning. One pilot tells us hot air balloons have always been a passion since he started helping out at the Stampede as a kid, but he only became a pilot just a couple of years ago.
So I got my student certificate when I was 14, and then never really went through all the training to get my certificate. During the military, left, and finally said, you know what? I was on a deployment. I said, you know what? I've waited long enough. This has been a passion for far too long. I've been helping for so many years. Like I want to be a pilot, and I can't tell you how much of a joy it has been to take that full circle from that crew coming out every day on the field and helping with all the balloons and seeing all the action to being right there in the center of it.
Now, the Balloon Festival continues all weekend. You do have to get up very early to see these at sunrise when they lift off. You can also catch Riley Fitzgerald's story on the Walla Walla Balloon Stampede tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. That starts at 5 o'clock. She got a great view from the sky this morning. Jason, I'm so jealous. You could not get more perfect weather for a balloon.
We have been blessed because sometimes We have not been blessed when it comes time for the balloons. Let's take a look outside. We're looking at the Toppenish Legends sky cam today, and beautiful, just a little bit of cloud coverage, but other than that, just absolutely sparkling. Next 24 hours, folks, we have clear skies overnight and clear skies tomorrow. Highs, if you thought today was warm, we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, then those upper 80s and lower 90s for your weekend. It's going to be fantastic.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight is next, and KAPP KVEW Local News is back tonight at 6.